And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. It is a monster matchup, Jim Bagley.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And already we're underway here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Gabriel.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. He's having a go. They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bruno Guimaraes. Linton. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Brazil! Well, how's that for a class finish?
The goal scorer for Brazil after 30 minutes is number 7, Linton.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Sanchez.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's gone for goal! Well, now it's a race. Oh, what has happened here? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And there's the end of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Brazil happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are back underway. Brazil carrying a one-goal lead. Now it's Rafinha. No, he refuses to take the bait. He's looking wide.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. That looks a good ball through. Now there's a fine ball. James Rodriguez! Really well taken goal. Do not write them off. Back they come.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
The goal scorer for Colombia.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Tries a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Substitutions taking place.
James Rodriguez does have his name on the score sheet, of course. He's in plenty of space here. Marquinhos gets good distance on it.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Now it's Diaz.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's James. Big chance! Gabriel gets rid without sophistication. That's a shade optimistic. And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Linton picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent...